experience of the last 2 grand finals and the season you've had this year, and what more as a coach can you do to make sure this is perfect preparation for the final series?
Oh, look, yeah, we've learned a lot about our game this year. Obviously the disappointment of the last 2 years, but that's in the past. We've got a driven group. We've brought new faces into our playing group. We developed our own. We debuted 10 young fellas this year to really add to our depth. So we feel like we're better prepared. And I suppose the hurt of last year still sort of sits in the guts of some of our senior boys.
Your KPIs have got bigger this year, probably bigger than your last 4 years in some areas. Scoring, how often you score, things like that. Was that a deliberate approach at the start of the year to look at that sort of stuff, or is that just a consequence of playing well?
I think what's happened is, in the past we've had Boland, we've had Shepherd and we've had Liam Ryan as, key figures in our forward line, and sometimes you can be sort of zeroing in on that, and I think what we've been able to do this year is spread the load. It wasn't a major focus to score heavily. It was more about sharing the load and see if we can get more avenues, and unfortunately for us it's worked that way. Guys have had sort of real little runs at it throughout the year, but that comes on the back of how you play defensively as well.
Have you got a better side this year than the last few?
Oh, look, I don't like to compare sides. When we hopefully get through, if we get through our first final in a couple of weeks' time, and if we're fortunate enough to make a grand final, and then I'll give you the answer there in 4 weeks' time if we're better. Because if we are, well, then hopefully we'll win it.
Given your record this year, and I guess the sort of perceived spot as the dominant team, does that sort of put any nerves into you at all? I mean, it's not unusual to see a team sort of go through a season that's dominant and get to the pointy end, and all of a sudden, they come across the difficult sort of hurdles, particularly maybe not even in that last year.
I think if anything, it's probably really sort of set a foundation of resilience amongst the group. Having gone through last year of losing the first one, winning 19, and then losing that first final against Peel, it showed the resilience of the playing group to respond in 2 weeks. And then, really probably dominate the game in last year's grand final, but couldn't kick straight. So I think our guys are better prepared. That might say that the more that we win, that we're one game closer to losing. We don't believe that internally. We focus on week to week, and I think that shows the mental strength and resilience of our playing group to get up every week. So, but we're under no illusions that we've set ourselves up to have a week off, and I've said it in the past. The competition in the finals is going to be hot. There's some great games this weekend. And we'll sit and observe, and hopefully our best footy will come through in the finals.
Just one on the decision for the reserves to not play here at Optus Stadium. Do you have some thoughts on that? Yeah,
look. First thoughts. It's disappointing because I think all 5 teams that are in the seniors have an opportunity to have reserves playing as well, and at senior level, our guys work long and hard. They work long jobs. They 9 to 5. They come and train hard, and it's just reward for effort, I suppose, throughout the year. So look, it is disappointing in that sense, and it's disappointing from a club perspective to not have, say, if you're fortunate enough to have 2 teams playing here at this fantastic stadium. So look, I'm sure. There'll be discussions, but at the end of the day, it's out of our control.
How close are you to a full squad? Cocky missed last, and Waters has missed a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, look, we've been fortunate enough. Benny Newton didn't play us last week, so we've had some guys that have, they're not getting any younger, and it was an opportunity to rest them. Adams played 8 games straight, which is good for him when he's got a knee that's about to blow out. So it was good for him to rest. Benny Newton had a bit of general soreness, but the quality of player he can step in, and like you said, Reece Waters is missed probably about 4 or 5 games. But he's been training hard, and we're just making sure that we get his preparation right because he's a key figure to us.
Everyone wants to win the premiership, but how proud are you of this group, of what you've actually been able to achieve over the last 2 years and this season before the finals?
Oh, I'm super proud. I'm super proud of the whole playing group. For a coach, even this year, I'm super proud of the club. To have 3 teams, as minor premiers, has really set the club up for the future as well. I'm super proud, and the guys understand that they work hard and they get their rewards, and our reward is to hopefully walk away with a premiership this year after the previous years. But we understand that a new season starts as of this week, and it could be anyone's, because if you're off your game, you can be found out for sure.